Honestly, you don't have to. Income problem? There is a problem of head. And if you fix the head, the pocket sorts itself out. Honestly, I'll go talk directly to you. No matter how much you earn, it can be a salary minimum or 20,000 per month. If you don't understand what I'm going to tell you now, go continue to be broken. And it's not a plague, it's emotional mathematics. Yes, emotional, because your problem is not money. It is something deeper. Have you ever noticed that every time extra money comes in, does it somehow disappear? Could it be a salary increase, a 13th salary, a bonus unexpected, and suddenly puff disappeared? You know why? Because you think you are managing money, but actually is managing emotions. Think about your salary like a bucket full of water. It seems enough to keep you going, but your belt has holes, and these holes have name, anxiety, impulsivity, neediness, and the blind pursuit of rewards. Immediate money comes in, but it leaks out from the sides. And no matter how much if you mind working, if these holes are not covered, you will continue in the same place. It's like trying to fill a bathtub without closing the drain. And I know, maybe you think, but I just gave myself a gift. I deserved it. Yeah, but you know what? What are you really doing? Trying to buy a relief for something that doesn't hurt inside you? The problem is that this relief is fragile, almost illusory. It is how to drink salt water when you have thirst. At the moment, it seems to quench the thirst, but deep down, it only gets worse. When you are sad, stressed, or frustrated, your brain tricks you. It says, you worked hard, you suffered. You need to feel better now. So you go there and spend, but you don't spend because you need it. You spend it because you want to escape. Want to transform pain into pleasure, even if be for a few minutes. The problem is that when the bill arrives, the pain returns now with interest. The cruelest thing, you repeats this cycle. The brain learns spend relief, and every time you give in, the habit gets stronger. It's like reinforce an addiction. And to make matters worse, comes final trap. Work harder to pay the loss. You get more tired, more stressed, and wears out a treadmill again, infinite where you run and remains in the same place. I'll tell you an uncomfortable truth. 78% of people who receive a salary increase continues in debt a few months later. Because it's not about how much comes in, it's about how much comes out, and even more. It is about how and why get out. You know what scares me the most? Is that most people don't realize they are being manipulated. Consumption today is not just an exchange of money for product, it is a psychological game. The companies don't just sell things, they sell sensations. They sell the promise of instant happiness. They sell stethoscopes, sell relief for a pain that I didn't even know I had someone until convinced of this. And we fall like flies. The shiny shop windows, the perfect advertisements, the fake smile of a perfume commercial, all of this is designed to target specific areas of our brain. It's science, it's emotional engineering. Do you think you are in control, but has already entered the store defeated? Your brain has already been seduced before you even touch the product, and every purchase, every expense without thinking. It is how to feed a monster that lives inside you and it never stays satisfied. This monster is not called lack of money, it's called lack. It's called boredom. It's called anxiety. He is patient. Wait. He stays there at the bottom until an emotional trigger wakes him up. A fight, a bad day at work, a suffocating loneliness, anything goes of bait. And when he wakes up, it's almost impossible to control it. You take the cell phone, enter an application shopping, swipe to the side, see a unmissable promotion, and there you have it. The damage, it's done. Dopamine explodes in the brain, and for a few minutes you feel who did the right thing, but minutes then the emptiness returns. This emptiness is what keeps the gears of consumption spinning. And if you don't understand that it's emotional, it will last a lifetime working to feed something that can be satisfied with money. The world wants you to believe that the happiness is always a purchase away distance. And as long as you believe in this, you will never free yourself. I've seen this happen so often that it seems a repeated film. People who believe that the solution to financial chaos is just earn more. They fight, study, work overtime, open business, and when finally the money starts to come in, the debt remains there. I want a real example. I met a guy called Marcos, a tireless worker, 3 jobs, sleepless nights. He always said, when I win 10,000 per month, my life changes. One day he got it, got promoted, received the increase, hit the target. 2 months then, I was owing more than before. Why? Because along with the increase also came the increase in expenses. New clothes, new car, no trips planned. The problem was never income his. That's what he did to her. It was the fact that every financial achievement, it was accompanied by an emotional need to show to world he was winning. But this need was a bottomless pit. This doesn't just happen with Marcos. Happens to celebrities, athletes, millionaires. People who make fortunes and lose everything. Money amplifies who you already are. If you are impulsive with little, will be impulsive with much. And it is that which no one wants to hear. It does not exist magic. There is no shortcut, there is discipline, there is self-knowledge. The financial mismanagement is like a prison that you build yourself, brick by brick. Every impulse purchase is a brick. Every time you use the card without thinking, another brick. And when you see, you are surrounded by high walls, too much to climb. The root of this prison is in what you feel, not what you wins. People who can't handle it with frustrations, which they cannot bear weight, who confuse desire with need. These are the ones that most suffer. We live in the age of reward. Immediate one click and the food arrives, another click and the purchase is approved. It is convenient, but dangerous, because its brain begins to get addicted to the speed of pleasure, and this destroys any ability to plan. The secret is breaking this pattern, is learning to take a deep breath and wait, is to postpone the reward. This trains your brain to understand that you are in charge, not him. People blame the credit card, credit shopping, the internet, but the truth is that none of them are the villains. They are just tools. The real villain is invisible. He is within you. It's your way of dealing with emotions. It's your habit of covering up internal holes with external things. It is the habit of buying to numb oneself. And when you understand that, something changes. You realize you don't need to cut all expenses to have control. You need to cut expenses that arise from emotion. The next time you feel like it to spend, do a test. Wait 24 hours. If after that time you still do sense, buy it. You will be surprised how many times the desire disappears. Getting rich is not about earning more, it is about spending better. And spending better, it starts inside your mind. I know it is of the painful admission that the problem is not the world, not the government, not yours, boss. It's you. But it's at this moment that the real change begins. If you train your mind, if you learn to recognize your triggers, stop yourself from deceive with the idea that a purchase will save your day, your pocket will breathe. So, seriously, you don't have an income problem, you have head problem. What if you fix it the head? The pocket adjusts itself. The money obeys whoever controls it, own emotions, and those who do not control, obey money to the last sigh. Don't wait to lose. Everything to learn this, start now. Each choice you make today is a brick in the home of your freedom or in the prison of your debt. Choose wisely. Thank you for watching this video. We ask that you subscribe to our channel and like this video. Also activate the bell notifications to be notified about our posts. Until the next video.